Previously, in-upload natin yung sample problem na to, no? So, ang ginawa natin dito, kinuha lang natin yung x and y components ng tatlong forces natin, F1, F2, and F3, and in-express natin siya in terms of Cartesian vector. So, meron tayong ij, k, pero wala ng k, no? Kasi wala namang z components yung mga forces natin, dalawang components lang, x and y. So, yung mga final answers natin dito ay naka I and j lang, no? So, kung gusto nyo makita yung sample problem na to, nasa playlist lang natin dun sa statics of rigid bodies, no? So, ngayon, para sa sample problem na to, meron tayong follow-up na question, no? So, determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant of the three forces. So, kung last time, puro components lang yung kinuha natin. Ngayon naman, pinapa-compute sa atin kung ano yung resultant, no? So, yung resultant lang naman, ano lang natin yan, no? Isa-sum up lang natin yung x and y components, tapos pagsasamahin natin para makuha natin yung resultant. So, first, pagsasamahin muna natin yung lahat ng mga summation, yung mga forces natin along x. So, meron tayong summation of forces along x. So, we have summation of forces along x. So, meron tayong f1x plus f2x plus f3x kasi meron tayong tatlong forces, no? Sa f1, meron tayong positive 900, no? So, we have positive 900. And then, we have for f2, 530, no? Ito, 530.33. So, we have 530.33. Tapos, sa f3 naman, positive din. That's 520. No? So, we have plus 520. And then, lalagyan natin ng Newton. Diretso na muna tayo sa summation of forces along y. We have F1y, F1y plus F2y plus F3y. So, for F1, wala naman siyang y component. So, 0, no? And then, for F2, meron tayong 533.33. So, we have ito 0 plus 530.33. Tapos, F3 naman, negative yung y component niya, no? So, that's negative 390. So, minus 390. And then, Newton. So, dito tayo sa calculator natin. For summation of x, meron tayong 900 plus 530.33 plus 520 equals, that's 1950.33. So, therefore, we have 1950.33 Newton. Dito naman tayo sa summation of forces along y-axis. We have 530.33 minus 390. That's 140. So, we have 140.33 Newton. Okay, so kung ito-drawing natin yung dalawang forces na yan, so medyo mahaba yung, medyo mahaba yung x. So, we have, yan. And then, ito yung fx natin. And then, meron tayong y, which is positive, no? So, positive, medyo mas, lang konti, no? And then, i-connect natin para makuha natin yung resultant natin, no? So, this is your resultant force. So, again, isulat lang natin, no? So, this one is your fx, and this one is your, hindi na lang, no? Rx na lang, no? So, we have our resultant. This is Rx, and this one is our Ry, and then this one is R. Tapos, ito na ngayon yung direction, okay? So, para makuha natin yung R, lang tayo na Pythagorean theorem. So, that's r squared equals rx squared plus ry squared. Therefore, r is just equivalent to the square root of, we have 1950.33 squared plus 140.33 squared. Yun. And then, makukuha natin si r is just equivalent to 1950.33 squared plus 140.33 squared, and then equals, and then we have the square root. Paano ba yung square root nito? Ito pala na merong square root. Yun. So, that's 1955.37. 1955.37 Newton. So, ito na ngayon yung resultant force natin, 1955.37, yung magnitude ng resultant force. Para makuha natin yung direction, ano lang, no? This is a tangent lang, no? So, we have tangent theta equals ry pala dapat to, no? Mali. This one is ry. And then, this one is rx. Okay lang na magkapalit kanina, no? Kasi square root lang din naman. Pero dito sa tangent, hindi siya pwede magkabaliktad, no? Kasi dapat ry over rx yan, tangent, no? So, yun. Meron tayong ry, which is we have 140, no? So, confirm lang natin lagi, no? So, that's 140.33 divided by 1950.33, and then theta equals shift tangent of 140.33 divided by 1950.33. Yung degrees is 4.11 degrees. So, yung theta, no? 4.11 degrees. Ito na ngayon yung direction niya, measured counterclockwise or clockwise sa x na axis natin, no? So, either lang, no? Clockwise or counterclockwise. Ganun pa rin, no? Yung reference natin is yung positive x-axis. So, that's 4.11 degrees. Yun yung direction ng resultant force. Okay, so I think yun na yun, no? Yun na yun para sa sample problem na to, no? So, madali lang, no? Yung, kukunin mo lang yung components, yung kapag maraming forces, and then yun, sum up mo lang yung x and y, or kung meron pang tatlong dimension, z, isali mo na rin, no? And then yun, makukuha mo na yung magnitude ng resultant ng mga forces. Okay? So I think yun na yun para sa sample problem na to, and thank you again for watching, and see you sa mga next sample problems natin.